Hey, YouTube, JB641 here. The wonderful intro that was created was actually done by Mr. Ghetto Gypsy. So, thank you, Ghetto, for the intro. We'll use it for, of course, a very long time. That's a pretty awesome intro, in my opinion. Okay, first things first. This is episode 1 of the Custom Showcase. Custom you're looking at here is Penance, aka Robbie Baldwin, aka Speedball. Penance is actually a very prominent character within the Civil War, especially within the Civil War Initiative. He's actually one of the main characters in that particular comic series. The series consists of probably about I think 6 issues, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong, anybody. So first things first. The thing about customs, of course, we want to have a very good base figure for the custom itself. The base figure for this particular custom is Banshee. It's just amazing how you take a Banshee figure and turn it into Penance, which I love. This Penance, it's totally awesome. So let's get a closer look of the character here. This particular character is actually made by Inium Reg. He's got swappable heads. We'll get into that later. Inium Reg pretty much was talking to him on Skype one night, and I've always wanted a Penance. I love the character, love the story behind it, and I just more or less asked him, I was like, dude, make me a Penance. I would pay anything. I want to challenge you to do this because obviously this guy's got a lot of detail. A lot of detail. These spikes are real sharp, for one. I'm sure. I mean, they're not like knife sharp or anything. But you know, you can, with enough force, you can probably stab somebody with it. But first things first, he did provide a swappable head for me as well. Oops. This particular head was actually from a shield agent head. Just more or less just sanded down the head and epoxied it over. Another really cool thing that I even mentioned to him about with the Banshee, he has this diaphragm joint that goes up and down. This Penance does not have that joint. He more or less epoxied inside the joint where it did not move. So, very cool in my opinion. Let's go and get this head in here. Now these particular spikes are actually sharper than the rest, and it's totally amazing. I'm going to improve on this particular piece eventually. I've just been really busy with work and overtime and work and all that good stuff, but I'm going to give him some energy blasts and things of that nature coming out of his hands. Penance is his power, more or less, is to derive kinetic energy from pain. So this particular suit was actually made with 612 spikes inside the suit. When these spikes, of course, penetrate Penance, if you want to use that word, then of course he's got this particular power that generates kinetic energy, and of course uses it against his foes or what have you. So that being said, I mean, guys, beautiful piece of artwork. I don't really want to play with the joints a lot. I don't really move this guy around either, just because if you see the joints here, they're really small, especially the elbow joint. Of course, it's the same, same exact elbow joint as Banshee here, same size. But the detail that the Inium Reg put into this particular figure is great. All the way from the leather straps holding the body cast together, I guess. The spikes on the knees and even on the toes, which was very, I mean, you can tell he took a lot of detail just to make this thing, or a lot of time and love actually just to make this guy more or less perfect, or as perfect as possible. And to be honest, out of all the customs that I have, this guy more or less is my favorite, simply because of that. Just put a lot of detail, a lot of effort into making this, and very, very proud to have this guy. One of my favorite characters, one of my favorite figures that I have, to be honest. So check this out. This is episode 1. We're going to be getting into some more customs, of course, as well. And possibly give you guys some tips. As I stated beforehand, this is more or less this is epoxy. So if you're very good at sculpting, this could be kind of a challenge for any type of sculptor. But more or less, that's what was actually done with this guy. Has just been epoxied over and sculpted from that point. But beautiful figure. Paint, of course, and the thing about customs, guys, because of additional paint that's added on,